Welcome to lesson 007 of Online School of Entrepreneurship. I am Dr. Kirian Mfam. In today's lecture, we will dwell on the skills required in implementation and growth stages of the entrepreneurial process. Upon completion of this lecture, our audience will be able to 1. Discuss the skills required in implementation stage of the entrepreneurial process, and 2. Discuss the skills required in growth stage of the entrepreneurial process. Introduction. In our last lecture, which was lecture 006 of the Online School of Entrepreneurship, we discussed the skills required in innovation and triggering event stages of the entrepreneurial process. This lecture is a continuation of that lecture. To follow up with this current lecture, which centers on the skills required in implementation and growth stages of the entrepreneurial process, it is advised that our audience start learning from the previous lecture, which is lecture 006. Now, in today's lecture, we'll first look at the skills required in entrepreneurial process stage 3, which is implementation. Hisrich et al. 2005 argued that after the resources are acquired, the entrepreneur must use them to implement the business plan. Implementing literally means executing the vision and putting it into action. Root and Frazee 2000 defined action as consisting of goals development, goals redefinition, detailed planning, execution with quality action, monitoring the plan, processing feedback, and developing visions for future. The activities undertaken in this stage, which is the implementation stage of the entrepreneurial process, include creating the organizational capabilities, implementing a management style in order to grow managerial competencies, setting up production processes, structures and systems, quality control, waste elimination and cost effectiveness, dealing with distributors and suppliers, selling to customers, collecting the finance, resolving operational problems, fending off competitors, steering the organization towards its goals, and determining the key variables for success. Neiman 2006 contended that the tasks undertaken in this implementation stage of the entrepreneurial process can be categorized into the 4 principles of management, namely planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. The skills identified as important for implementation stage of the entrepreneurial process are 1. Technical skills, 2. Problem-solving skills, 3. Decision-making skills, 4. Motivation skills, 5. Time management skills, 6. Negotiation skills, 7. Communication skills, 8. Adaptability to change skill, 9. Learning skills, 10. Business systems management skills. According to Morgan et al. 2004, business processes and systems management skills is one of the key enablers of business excellence. Sackett et al. 2003 argued that all SMEs, that is small and medium scale enterprises, need to have a clear understanding of how their own business works and to have the ability to rapidly assess and define the business processes of their partnering organizations and competitors. Jim 2003 and Mahon 2001 supported this and cites record-keeping skills, in particular, as one of the business skills necessary to run a small business. 11. General management skill. Dockel and Legalem 2005 identify general management skills as one of the key factors in the entrepreneurial performance formula. Small and medium-scale enterprise failure is often due to lack of general managerial experience. 12. Financial management skills. As an SME progresses through various life cycle stages, the financial dimensions of its operations tend to become more problematic. Morgan et al. 2004 concurred with Delmer et al. 2001 that financial management is one of the key business skills necessary to run an SME, that is small and medium enterprise. Financial management issues that have been cited as skill-based factors negatively influencing performance and success of small and medium enterprises include the following: inappropriate pricing strategy, inadequate bookkeeping knowledge and systems, lack of proper accounting, lack of adequate financial controls and monitoring, inadequate credit and debtors policies and controls, poor working capital management, poor inventory control, lack of supplier credit, cash flow problems, failure to reach income targets, large operation expenses, excessive fixed costs, insufficient profits, owner-manager withdrawing too much cash, etc. 13. Human resources management skills. 14. ICT skills. 15. Marketing skills. 16. Networking skills. 17. Operational skills. 18. Planning skills. 19. Value chain management skills. 20. Creativity skills. 21. Innovation skills. 22. Opportunity recognition skills, which in economic success occurs when good managerial practice is combined with enterprising qualities that optimize the identified opportunities and resources available. 23. Role model interpretation skill. 24. Skill to gather and control resources. And 25. Skill to take calculated risk. Now, the skills required in entrepreneurial process, stage 4, which is growth. The last stage in the entrepreneurial process relates to that which facilitates the continued survival of the firm, which may lead to its expansion to some optimum size determined by the market demand forces. Growth is critical to entrepreneurial success and distinguishes the entrepreneurial venture from the small business. The Oxford Dictionary defines growth as an industry that is developing particularly rapidly, a company stock that tends to increase in capital value rather than yield high income. Synonymous with growing are the terms booming, rising, increasing, maturing, and developing. There are 5 indicators for growth, which include financial, strategic, structural, organizational, and image. Financial growth. This relates to increases in turnover, cost, and investment needed to achieve the turnover, profits, business assets, and all related value added. Strategic growth, relating to changes taking place through mergers and acquisitions, exploitation of new markets, new products, and new opportunities. Structural growth, relating to the changes taking place in the way the business organizes its internal systems with regard to managerial roles, increasing employees, and their responsibilities, reporting relationships, communication links, and increased use of internal systems to control resources. Organizational growth, relating to changes taking place in terms of processes used, the organization's culture, management attitude towards staff, as well as changes regarding the entrepreneur's role as the business moves from small to large. Image growth, that is goodwill, which relates to the changes taking place in the small business, such as becoming more formal, example, having formal business premises, moving to newly built premises, redecorating the premises, and moving to a new environment. The activities undertaken in the growth process are linked to 5 strategic growth intentions, namely market expansion, technological change, garnering resources, operations, and organizational development. Market expansion. For businesses to grow, they have to reach a wider business environment by expanding existing opportunities, discovering new ones, selling to new markets, expanding distribution channels, expanding advertisement and promotions, as well as continuously adapting products to changing tastes. Discovery of new opportunities depends on continually scanning the changing business environment and preparing to exploit these opportunities ahead of or not far behind competitors. Technological change. Technological change includes acquiring new equipment, computerizing current operations, upgrading computer systems, replacing present equipment. It also includes keeping up with the increases in technical knowledge. Garnering resources. Growth is dependent on the venture's ability to attract new resources. For this stage, garnering resources includes evaluating whether the company has the resources to fund the growth strategy, taking action, taking new risks, setting linkages with external factors, consolidating available cash on hand, seeking additional financing, seeking professional advice, exploring a wider range of financing resources, applying for a loan, securing a loan, distributing finance for financing resources. Operations. This is the phase where the team is continuously revisiting and streamlining every operational aspect, from service quality to public relations. Operations aimed at growth include being product/service focused and growing the firm's specific competencies and skills to overcome constraints and complacence and to deploy resources optimally. This includes operations planning, adding operating space, expanding current facilities, redesigning layout, and adding specialized employees. 5. Organizational development. Growth is dependent on the company's structure and the development of the organization towards increasing the firm's competitive advantage. The venture cannot afford to acquire assets and set up structures and systems that are incapable of evolving as the organization develops. As a venture grows, so does the structure until a complex structure emerges. The skills identified as important for growth, which is stage 4 of the entrepreneurial process, are 1. Technical skills, 2. Problem-solving skills, 3. Adaptability to change skills, 4. Learning skills, 5. Numeracy and literacy skills, 6. Motivation skill, 7. Time management skills, 8. Communication skills, 9. Negotiation skills, 10. Decision-making skills, 11. Business systems management skills, 12. General management skills, 13. Financial management skills, 14. ICT skills, 15. Marketing skills, 16. Networking skills, 17. Operational skills, 18. Research and development skills, 19. Creativity skills, 20. Innovation skills, 21. Opportunity recognition skill, 22, skill to garner and control resources. And 23, skill to take calculated risk. From the above discussions, the following observations can be drawn. 1. Only motivation was deemed as an important skill for implementation and growth stages of the entrepreneurial process. 2. Marketing is very important in implementation and growth stages of the entrepreneurial process. 3. Gathering of resources, planning and networking were considered important for implementation and growth stages of the entrepreneurial process. 4. Opportunity identification is deemed as very important for the growth stage of the entrepreneurial process. 5. Human resources management, financial management, and technical skills are deemed as important for implementation and growth stages of the entrepreneurial process. 6. Creativity is deemed to be important for the growth stage of the entrepreneurial process. And 7. Communication, operations, and innovation skills are deemed as key for the growth stage of the entrepreneurial process. In the course of this lecture, and in line with our instructional objectives, we were able to 1. Discuss the skills required in implementation stage of the entrepreneurial process, and 2. Discuss the skills required in growth stage of the entrepreneurial process. Please be reminded that in our last lecture, which was lecture 006, we dealt with the skills required in innovation and triggering event stages of the entrepreneurial process. This current lecture is a continuation of that lecture. If you have any difficulty in understanding any topic on entrepreneurship, do please send us a message on Facebook so we can research and help you out. Go to our Facebook page, Online School of Entrepreneurship, and study entrepreneurship at no cost. Support us by following, liking, commenting, and sharing our posts and videos. Please do follow, like, comment, and share our videos and posts. Thank you, and see you in our next lecture.